Hey guys, well here's my second analysis video. It's on Angie. I'm gonna the format of this video is gonna be different. Like the Mahiru one was more of a test one, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Side note: this isn't in the script, but today my voice is feeling really bad, and I decided I'm gonna record this today because I want this out as soon as possible. So if my voice just sounds like raspier or different, that's why I've drank like a whole lot of water and stuff. Nothing has helped, so I'm really sorry about that. Okay, well, let's get into the video. Section 1. Section 1. Name, meaning, and talent. This is one of the few changes that I will do from the Mahiru one because I kind of want to do it like their name means and what their talents like do and like what blah blah blah. The first name Angie can mean messenger or angel, and we see this reference multiple times throughout V3 as both a messenger and an angel. Like she often is seen as like her god's messenger and tells people what her god wants them to do and so on. And on her island, she was regarded very highly of that. The only time she's really referred to as an angel, though, is in her death portrait, where instead of the usual X mark, she has a halo and wings, which is what people tend to think of that an angel looks like. And her last name Yonaga means long night, and I don't know if it has like a deeper meaning, like a religious meaning or just a deeper meaning in general. So her talent of ultimate artist, like she does good on it. Like the person just didn't make her like, oh, I like painting and that's it. Like, because art obviously isn't drawing. We see her doing sculpting, we see wax models. Really, the only forms of art that Angie isn't seen doing is more stuff like carpentry and music and writing. But like most people don't really like. I searched it up and apparently it's a carpentry was an art. I don't really think it is, but that's the internet for you. Then music and writing, they're technically forms of art, but there's already 3 musical girls, and Toko and Hifumi are both writers. So, like, and there's also a musical girl in Angie's game. So, anyways, Angie during V3. This will be the longest bit of the video, so buckle up and let the fun begin. When we meet Angie for the first time, she looks worried with open mouth and hands out. She is wearing an all-black uniform and is standing close to Miu, Korekio, Kibu, Sumugi, Rantaro, and Himiko. After we meet Angie for the second time, she is seen at the altar and she talks about her island god and why she creates art. Angie would then gather everybody back to the gym after the Monocubs made their announcement. Whilst most of the students were scared, Angie tried to reassure everybody that her god would keep them safe. After getting her monoped, Angie asks about the 6th rule, which is the killing game and class trials will continue until only 2 surviving students remain. After that, Gonta remembers he found a manhole. Everybody descends it, and from there you can actually end the game early, but like that's not the quote-unquote canon ending, so I'm going the canon ending, because if it was just that, the video is going to be like 3 minutes long. After you lose, Angie goes back to her room. After the first motive video, I cannot speak, Angie is one of the few students who really just doesn't seem bothered by it, instead telling Himiko to believe in her god and that he can protect them all. Also, I'm not going to refer to Angie's god as Atua, as that was an English translation only, and it's an actual god. Well, just saying Angie's god could literally be any god, from like an Atua to like Zeus to like God to like a whole bunch of different gods, and it's not like this one specific god. So I'm just gonna say Angie's god or something along those lines, not Atua, because that is English only, and if it's not mentioned in the Japanese, like if you need to look at both versions. Like most of this is the English version since that's what I played, but like I personally don't want to call her god Atua, so I'm not going to do that. And it really doesn't make that big of a change to what I'm saying. Like, you can zone that out, whatever. I forgot where I am in the script. Angie is one of the few people Kaito asked to be a part of his strategy to fight off Monokuma. Once Tenko's scream alerts everybody, Angie is seen, as the youngsters call it, Naruto running into the library. During the investigation, Angie really didn't like care about what happened to Rantaro and instead prayed for him in the afterlife. I won't be going over the class trials because they're like 2 hours long and I don't want to like make the video super long, but there's this one YouTube channel that like posts the class trials without commentary, and it's the full class trial, so I'll have them linked in the description for the 2 class trials Angie's in, and then the one that it's her actual class trials. This video has spoilers. I don't know why I'm saying sorry spoilers. All my videos have spoilers. Like I should probably put like spoilers in the thing. Anyways, after the class trial, everybody feels down, so the Monocubs give the students 4 items and tell them that some new areas of the academy have opened up. On the secondary story of the school, they find a mysterious box in the middle of the hall, and Angie is like, I want to open it, but at the same time, she's like, Shuichi, you. Because, obviously. Once he opens it, he finds the flashback light. Angie decides to take it and tries to figure out what it is. After everybody had met back up, Monokuma told them what the flashback light is. And after that, Angie and the others regain, quote-unquote, regain the memories of the ultimate hunt. In a bonus scene, Angie joins Tenko, Himiko, Kirumi, Shuichi, and Kibo for Tenko's, quote-unquote, celebrity-like vacation in the pool area. Later that night, the Monocubs come up with the second motive, being the people who care about them the most, which is probably an invert of the first motive ever in Danganronpa, which is the person you care about the most. So, the next morning, Angie and the others discuss what to do with the motive videos, with Ryoma suggesting that they should give the video intended for everyone, but everybody is worried that this will lead to another murder, so they reject the idea. The next morning, when everybody arrives in the cafeteria, they see that Angie and Himiko are currently praying to Angie's god. Tenko is shocked and jealous about this, with Angie stating that Himiko abandoned reality to speak to her god. Tenko then accuses Angie of brainwashing Himiko, to which Angie said that she's actually undone Himiko's brainwashing. Angie then pulls Himiko into a hug and says that she understands Himiko and her struggles. Angie then passes on her god's message that the academy suffers from the same sins as the outside world because they're all greedy, and their greed is making them treat each other as adversaries and not friends. Angie also has the new goal to make the academy a quote-unquote heaven on earth, and believes if she does so, she can prevent any future killings from happening. After that, Angie and Himiko decide to host a magic show the next morning. Angie and Himiko are seen throughout the rest of the day prepping in the gym for Himiko's magic show. Her and Himiko then get roped into Gonta's insect meet and greet, which is a rouse put on by Kokichi to get others to watch their motive videos. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't work. After the failed insect meet and greet, Angie and Himiko head back to their respective rooms. The next morning, Angie and Himiko start the magic show, with everybody from the insect meet and greet attending, bar Kokichi. I think bar is the right word, like Kokichi just didn't decide to go. Angie then prayers to her god, and we all know what happens. We know what happens now. Since Angie's death is in chapter 3, I also feel like everyone knows what happens. It's kind of hard to be like, Angie died, but correct you. I don't know. Section 3, other information. Angie actually shares a lot of similarities with Ibuki, as they're both airheads who are way smarter than they seem. They're friends with at least one short girl and one redhead girl, albeit Angie's friend is short and redhead, and they both talk in the third person in the Japanese version. For example, Angie wants or Ibuki thinks. Angie's also like Celestia in the way that they try to prevent murder from happening. Angie by wanting everyone to believe in her god, and Celestia by enforcing new rules on the students. Also similar to these two, she's a chapter 3 victim, just like Ibuki, she's the first victim. I mean, obviously, Celestia was the killer, but they all die in chapter 3. Also similar to Celestia, she has a notable accent, but whereas Celestia's is fake, hers is most likely a real one. This is one thing that apparently not that many people know, but Angie's English VA is Cassandra Lee Morris, who voices Aoi Asahina. It's not Celestia's. She just changed her voice so much. She also shares some similarities with Aoi in that they're both involved with water somehow, Hina being a swimmer and Angie living on a tropical island. It's also implied that Angie is Polynesian, but if you go on the wiki and reasons why she's Polynesian, it's basically because she has dark skin and she's weird. That's all it says. And it's only in the English version of the game that this is implied. I think she's probably from Jabberwock Island, as it's pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's stated it's a Pacific island, and it's a tropical paradise, like how Angie describes her island. And it could be, it could explain why Angie's religion isn't, an actual religion, which, most religion customs, I don't think they do that. Don't quote me. Section 4, the end. This video was way longer than expected, sorry. For, one of my miscellaneous videos, I don't know when I plan on doing this, because, at the time of recording this, I have, 2 or 3 miscellaneous videos kind of ready to go, so I can just post them right away. One of them is gonna be why Angie, Kurumi, and Miu's manipulation of the other students was justified in a sense compared to Kokichi's, because obviously Angie did it to try and stop a killing. Kirumi did it to try to save all of Japan. Miu did it for her own self, but like at the same time, she was scared of literally everyone. That's why she put on the persona of being like this big tough person. That's what I mean by like manipulate, like, you know, like not really Miu's manipulation, but more of just her lying to the group. Whereas Kokichi's manipulation was always just to get people killed. Like, no offense, but Kokichi got like 5 whole people killed. Like, you could not deny that. Like, oh, also, by the way, in my script, I've mentioned Angie a total of 47 times. And you know what happens when you add 4 and 7 together? That's 10. 10 is the number of the devil. So, yeah. And no, I'm not that stupid. I know 10's not the number of the devil. It's 2. But, anyways, bye. I'm gonna, like, I kind of wanted to record this. Like, this is just gonna be me talking for a while. If you want to watch this, I guess you can. I wanted to record this for, like, a while now. But I was, like, re-watching the 7 Deadly Sins from Season 1. I think I might want to do a rant on that. Like, I just think that lots of people, like, you know, they, like, underestimate most of the characters in the show, and they're like, oh, they're weak. I also don't really like the fact how it's, like, the 7 Deadly Sins have, like, no flaws, bar from, like, Deanne's jealousy and King being too, like, shy to talk to Deanne, and that's about it. Well, also, side note, the Goddess Clan freaking sucks. That's all I have to say. I kind of want to make a video on why the Demon Clan was justified in what they were doing in the 7 Deadly Sins. This is not related to the video. It's just kind of like, this will probably be another, like, middle video sometime. I think the 2 I have right now are why Midnight's death was stupid in the My Hero Academia thing, and why then I was ranting about someone who was super, like, oblivious to Mitsuri Kanroji's character. I don't know why I said Mitsuri Kanroji like that. I don't know why I'm rolling the O. I guess I'm I don't even know. Like, Kenroji. That just doesn't sound right to me. Like, you know, like, this is just kind of me talking now. I don't know if this is going to be in the video. If it is, cool. This might be my, like, own little, like, separate video called, like, Future Plans or something. I don't even know. But, like, I think my in-between videos might not be more Danganronpa focused like these ones. I think my in-between ones are gonna be more like other anime that I watched, mainly like the 7 Deadly Sins, that's the only anime, and My Hero Academia, and maybe Haikyuu, and maybe Attack on Titan. Like, those are like my quote-unquote main 4 anime. Like, I also like Danganronpa. I would consider it like a main 5, but if I'm talking like direct manga to anime, or anime that I watch, like rewatch on a daily basis, it would be those 4. Because like Danganronpa, the animation, I can't find it anywhere. It's either like you go on the internet and you go on some shady website, or you go on Funimation and you get 80 ads, or somehow you're lucky enough to have it. So, and I am not lucky enough to have it, but like, I like it, you know, like, also side note, like, I know I'm saying side note again, but anyone else love the, like, how the 7 Deadly Sins, like, obviously I'm not saying, like, oh, the 7 Deadly Sins, they copied the characters from Danganronpa, but, like, let's be real here, you know, like, what's her name, Veronica, like Elizabeth's sister, tell me that she does not look like Ruruka Ando. Just tell me that she doesn't. She does. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, they probably didn't even know who Ruruka Ando is. I'm just saying that they look alike, but everything other than that is, like, totally different. Also, I kind of think that Derriere looks like Akane if they made her a white woman, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, they just give me the same vibe. Mainly because, like, Derriere and Akane, they're both very headstrong women who charge into battle right away. Then they have the taller male friend who's just like, oh shit, here she goes again. Like, but anyways, yeah, I think my next, like, middle video, like, from when this is recording, there's gonna be, like, the Midnight one and the Mitsuri one. But I think my next one after that, so my third one from now, will be like a 7 Deadly Sins, like why the Demon Clan was in the right, or just like why Derriere dying was one of the dumbest things they could have done. Like, if you can't tell, I don't like the idea of animes like bringing in these really strong female characters only just to kill them off. Like, Derriere was getting development. Midnight was, okay, she wasn't really getting development, but still, I like Midnight. Like, Derriere was getting development, then they just killed her off, then it's like, oh, Mael, he reincarnated Derriere, and then we just never see her again. Like, She was literally one of the top strongest 10 commandments, and we just never see her again. Like, if we're going based off the power level, she was number 5. Like, she was the strongest female 10 commandment. Like, we love Derriere. Okay, bye.